quitting anything is it's a hard thing to do, you know. Basically, today we're going to be playing roguecraft, like in the background, but I'm going to talk about something that's really serious. And honestly, if you're like me, you probably grew up watching Minecraft videos or any other kinds of videos. So now you've probably reached around the age of 20, 20 something. And quitting anything is just, it's hard, you know? Quitting a job, quitting university, quitting anything. And look, I don't encourage, like, I just don't encourage dropping out. I don't. But um, I've recently been in the position where I had to quit my job because otherwise I would have probably gone insane. Let's get the run started. Yeah, by the way, so this is roguecraft. Basically, you just play Minecraft, but you have runs. You're gonna see it's interesting in any case. What I mean by that, like quitting anything is hard, all right? Maybe you've been in a, I don't know, a toxic relationship or something. Like you've probably been through that, and you know how hard it is to quit anything. Smoking, jobs, relationships, just quitting something. And I've wondered, why is quitting something so hard? Like, it's just hard. And we make up all sorts of excuses in our heads and we go like, oh, well, yeah, I should quit, but will I? Best example here is smoking. I have not quit smoking, so maybe I'm not an example to follow, but the point is that whenever we try to quit something, we just, I don't know, we just find ways and excuses and stuff to justify not quitting said thing. For example, my workplace was, let's just say, not the best. You know, I don't want to bring shame. It's really helped me go and get over through like a lot of stuff in life. And so that thing like, oh well, I have something to hang on to when everything goes dark. In a way, it's a safety net. And I think that's what really makes everything hard to quit, because you always think that you have that safety net of, okay, I'm not gonna quit because I feel safe here, or because I don't know. You're just gonna find reasons to not quit. Like, for example, oh, I don't quit smoking because I like it. But the reality of things is that you don't quit because you don't want to quit. Like, somewhere in your head, you're thinking, well, suppose I quit, what would I do after that? And that's really what keeps a lot of people unhappy, the inability to quit stuff. So, as I was saying, my workplace wasn't the best. Like, as a student, I've spent nights over there, like going to work at, I don't know, 8 a.m. And I've had days where I left at like 2 in the morning next day, even though I had to study and stuff. Yet, for some reason, I just kept going to the job. I just kept making excuses for management, for everything, really. I just didn't want to face the reality that I can quit, that there is better. And a lot of people get trapped in that. Like, you think, oh, well, will it really get better? How will it get better? What are my chances? And that's especially true for anything toxic in your life, like anything harmful. Because you're just gonna think that, oh, well, this is bad, but, stranger danger, out there it's probably way worse. When in reality, it most likely isn't worse. I know. Like, for example, just being in an unhealthy environment can really break your perspective and the way you think about stuff. So I really want to talk about that and how, they say the grass is not greener on the other side, but usually neither is it darker. you know? Like, it's not dry on the other side. You deserve a chance at happiness. And that's what many people don't realize. Many people just, they don't even let someone take the chance at happiness away from them. They just take it away themselves because they don't want to be hurt by the great unknown. And why wouldn't people want to be hurt by the great unknown? Well, let's take fire, for example, right? Imagine the first humans that discovered fire as a thing. They were scared. But isn't fire the greatest thing since sliced bread? Could you imagine a world without fire right now? Yeah, thought so. You can't. That's the whole point. So, in a way, progress is, and always has been, always will be, full of controversy. You'll end up severely alone. Suppose you choose the path where, okay, I'm going to embrace this new thing, this new fire in my life. But you're under risk in your head of being alone. And usually that's what happens. I've also talked to countless people that were really unhappy with their situation. And in my head, I was like, well, why don't you do something about it? You know, like that was young me. That was like 18, 17-year-old me, like I can rule the world me. But the reality is that it's hard to, you know, take the leap of faith and rule the world. You know, like, yeah, we all know that we can do that. There's basically nothing that's truly impossible as long as we actually give it a shot. But not giving it a shot is what is sad and what really hurts. The fact that, I don't know, for example, there's this new drink out there, and like you really want to try it, but you don't want to abandon your classic drink. What if you're gonna be sick? Yeah, and suddenly the whole what ifs start taking over, and you run into the more and more ever-present problem of overthinking, because you just think like, well, yes, it's bad, but you know, and you start overthinking. And overthinking is a dangerous thing because guess what? That's why it's called overthinking. You just think too much. And so you start imagining all these things in your head like, okay, I'm gonna be broke. I'm gonna starve. I'm gonna, who knows? Right? I don't know your situation. So, yeah, for everyone it's a bit different. But the reality of things is that just because out there could be worse doesn't mean that you have to stick the current bad. But the tough part, honestly, is identifying the bad. Because once you start this overthinking cycle, you're going to start thinking like, well, maybe it's not so bad. You know? Like, oh, I want to quit smoking, but is it really that bad? Is it really that detrimental? Oh, I want to quit this job, but is it really that bad? Like, I'm sort of enjoying what I'm doing. It does pay the bills. It does something in life. Or, I don't know, I'm miserable studying this major. I hate it with everything I have. My parents forced me to do it. But is it really that bad? You know, like you just run into this whole is it really that bad stream. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but yes, it really is that bad. You know, like you imagine it to be bad. You wouldn't be thinking about how bad could it be unless it was bad, you know? Like, I'm trying to say that you should be aware of the fact that, yes, it can be worse out there, but it can also be better. So, what's stopping you from taking the shot other than your head? You know, like, go out there, shoot your shot. What's the worst that could happen? And suppose the worst does happen, is it really that bad? You know, like, you can also apply the is it really that bad logic to, well, how bad could it be not doing said thing? Oh, but then the routine kicks in, and you're like, well, yes, but I can predict my misery. I know my misery. Of course, I'm safe in my misery. No, no, you're not. Get a grip. You know, just try and get a grip on the fact that you're miserable. Accept it, leave your pride aside, and try to actually look for something better. You know, I know it's hard to do. Look, I've been there before. I've been thinking about quitting the job I had for like 3 months before I quit. So trust me, I know it's hard to do. But you have to do it, otherwise you'll plateau. And there's nothing really as sad as not living up to your potential. You know, you see this Minecraft world, right? It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Just look at it. The sunset, the music, everything. You know, it is beautiful. But what's the problem? The difficulty level, you can see up there, is rising. And I'm sorry, but life also has that. The more you age and the further in life you get, or the deeper down the rabbit hole of is it really that bad you go, the harder it gets to escape. I'm not saying detach or other, you know, maybe good advice, but in my opinion stupid. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But I really ask you, reconsider this. Are you really content with what's going on in your life? Because I know I wasn't. And it was tough. Alright? I'll be honest, the grass was not greener. I decided to quit the job so that I can work for my own company and do my own stuff. And the grass is not greener. The hours are longer. It's harder. But you know what it also is? It's more fun. It feels like I'm living, like I'm doing something towards my dream. And, you know, never let anyone say that your dreams are out of reach or they are too far out, right? I'm currently recording this on a break from doing my work. Like, I just took a break. Why? Because I can take a break. Of course, entrepreneurship too isn't for everyone. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that tells you, oh, okay, you're not content with your job, go start a business. No! No, never in a million years. You shouldn't really start a business unless you want it and you're ready to put in the hours, the blood, the sweat, and the tears. So what am I here to say? Well, I'm here to tell you, and honestly humbly ask of you, please, do find your own way. Right? Life is too short for this. It's not worth it. Giving up your dreams for a perceived safety. Sure, this advice is certainly not going to work for people that are in their late 40s or something, though I doubt any of you watching are at that age. But if you are, congratulations. But most people at that age have a family. You know, they have a reason to be miserable. And like say, alright, I'm gonna bear through it, I'm gonna pull through. Why? Because their dreams have changed, their ambitions have changed. Because that's just who we are as humans. Perspectives shift. Think about it. 3 or 4 years ago, all I could think about was like, okay, what college am I gonna go to? What am I, you know, like, oh boy, no, college is, yes, it's the safe way to go about life. And other stuff like that. Why? Because everyone told me that, hey, you should go to a college. It's basically your only shot at surviving. And this is what happens when you chase the dreams of others. You die. You die inside. See? Just like here. What? We ended up in our own defeat. So that's the thing. But, as you can see, we also got skill points. I really chose this data pack because, in a way, it does sort of remind me of life, you know? Like, you try, you fail, you learn stuff, you get skill, you get better. And at some point, you can just upgrade and start again. Don't be afraid to start again. It's really a shame. seen too many people afraid to start again. And it's sad, because at some point even I was part of those people. But yeah, sad as it may be, that's just the reality of things. So start again. Think things through again. We're, like, right now we're in a whole different world, right? Well, because we died, and honestly, I think that's what happens to humans. Like, when we grow, we die inside. We're a new person each and every single day. And of course, we carry memories, and we carry experience, and maybe we carry some stuff we built for ourselves. But honestly, like, I want you to really think about this. Do you resemble, in any way, shape, or form, who you were like 5 years ago? Do. If you do, in a way I envy you, but it's really unhealthy, just so you know. You're not gonna be the same. Who you are today, the decisions you make today, yes, they might impact the future. Because, oh no, the future. That's a scary thing, right? But who you are today also comes with the beauty of being a new you. And realizing that life is a whole cycle of starting over. So take that leap of faith, you know? What's the worst that could happen? Come on. Oh, you're gonna fail. So, you're gonna learn something from it. And do you really need anything else? Suppose you have a relationship, right? And this one really hits home for me. Because I've been in a relationship, and I can't lie. She was and is the love of my life. But she got one thing right that I did not. And if she's watching this video, honestly, hello, you were right. Although I never told you that to your face. You were right. You are far braver than I am. In any case, point is, you need to be brave. You need to stand up and actually do something, because life, as beautiful as it is, it's not gonna wait for you forever. It's not gonna wait for you to make your mind up. It just doesn't. Like it or not, time flies. See, like, you've gotten to this part of the video, right? 18 minutes have passed. Around that mark. Did time stop for you to listen to me, to watch this video? It did not. So, you know, you might be asking yourself, well, why do you do anything in that case? And I can't condemn that thought, though it's quite a nihilistic one. But we do what we do for reasons only we can understand. I cannot understand your reasoning for watching this video. I know mine for making it. And that's about it. But everyone has their own reasoning. Everyone has their own thought process. Maybe you find it entertaining. Maybe, I don't know, it helps you sleep better or something. Or maybe you're just curious about, oh, what could this guy be posting? You know? So, yeah. Although I recommend being very mindful of how and what you do, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to be careful. Oh boy, there's this baby zombie. Really gave me the heebie-jeebies. Anyway. Back to what I was saying, like, although you should be mindful, you should not be afraid to try something else. You might just like it. And if you don't, well, at least you've tried it. And you can be proud of yourself for that. Not many people go out and try things. That's just how people work, I guess. We're just thrown into this place, not having a clue about how and what to do. And this place is called life, guess what? Do you really think I have a clue what I'm doing? I don't. But you should be aware that that's also normal and perfectly fine. Not having a clue about what you're doing can happen at any age and at any time. And it's fine. It's really fine. So what can I say? First of all, welcome to my channel. I hope you're looking forward to, having talks like this. But, yeah, that's me. And honestly, I'm glad to have almost met you. Until the next one, take care and, remember to enjoy life a little.